Let's say that HTC One or Samsung Galaxy S4 just doesn't appeal to you for whatever reason. Well, you got this device right here on Sprint. It's the Sprint Vital, and it's a ZTE device that's branded as the Sprint Vital, available now at Sprint retail stores for a pretty awesome price nonetheless. We'll get into this in just a second, but before I get into the Vital, I want to give special thanks to our partners at Best Buy Mobile for giving us devices like the Vital. Woo, that's a good sticker. For use in our One Paw Bandit giveaway game. When you go into Best Buy Mobile, you'll walk out working regardless of whether you get this or a Galaxy S4 or One. On Sprint, they'll make sure you walk out the door and you're good to go. But let's do a quick rundown here of specifications on the ZTE Vital, also known again as the Sprint Vital. It's got a 1.5 gigahertz dual-core CPU, 1 gigabyte of RAM, 8 gigabytes of built-in storage. It's got on the front here, as you can see, a 5-inch display. It's a 720p display, IPS on this device. A nice big, like I said, 2,500 milliamp hour battery with 4G LTE connectivity. And boom, there we go, and a 13 megapixel camera on the back to boot. So you can see the battery right there, micro SD card slot, micro SIM card slot for your 4G LTE connectivity on the big yellow network known as Sprint. Over here on this side, volume rocker, split buttons. Over on this side, looks like a camera shortcut button. We'll find out in just a second. Power button up top, 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. And in the box, you get the stuff you'd expect to get. A Sprint recycling bag for to recycle your old phone. Get started. Vamos todo lo que tienes que saber para empezar. Important information for the Sprint Vital. No Spanish on that side to read. Oh well. AC adapter module, USB cable, nothing you wouldn't expect in this device, and particularly nothing you wouldn't expect in a budget box. No headphones in this device. You do have capacitive buttons down here though, back, home, and then of course your menu button. And we'll see if we can power the sucker on. And to press and hold, boom, it just vibrated. Let's see how it powers up here. Had a location privacy sticker on the front here, as you can see, that peeled off particularly nicely. So we'll load this up and get Android running. It's packing Snapdragon S4 CPU, like I said, and then of course technology here, 4G LTE connectivity, like I said, and running a later version of Android, which I'll show you in just 1 second. Sprint's logo loading up right this second. Got your camera shortcut, or excuse me, your front-facing camera there. Press and hold this to unlock, and you can see a relatively stock version of Android right here. We'll show you, boom, go into settings. And you can see all the typical settings here. Pretty stock build, like I just said. Android 4.1, as you can see right here, running out of the box. So really, a very familiar experience to something like the Nexus 4, which, yeah, you can't get that on Sprint right now, but if you want that similar look and feel, perhaps you want one of the Galaxy S4s, the HTC Ones that are the Google Experience devices, but don't want to switch from Sprint because you like their price tiers, this could be a good device for you. Now, it does have Sprint stuff out of the box. I don't want to say it's completely stock by any stretch of the imagination, and you can even see with File Manager, Calendar, Calculator, those are all icons that are ZTE icons. So not exactly a carbon copy stock version of Android by any stretch of the imagination, but Calendar, of course, Google stuff here, Google integration with Google Plus and Messenger. Music, again, ZTE icons right here, Qualcomm enhanced in this device. Real Racing 3, then you have your Sprint stuff, Sprint TV and Movies, Sprint Zone, Sprint ID, and then you've got World Time as well. So a couple of different ZTE applications out of the box. And let's do a quick look through the widgets here and take a look. You've got some Sprint Entertainment stuff, Sprint Discover applications, Zone Music, Zone TV. So you do get some Sprint goodies out of the box, and you may love those, you may hate those, but again, it does pull away from it being a truly stock version of Android. So keep that in mind. 4G LTE, like I keep saying over here, and here's your browser. Got a couple of goodies down here. A menu button within the browser. You got 2 menu buttons. That's pretty unique. And it looks like they do the exact same thing. So you got kind of overkill right there. 2 buttons, or excuse me, a menu button here where I can access these and see all my open tabs. I can create a new tab if I want to, and it keeps track of all of those. And I can load up phonedog.com. You can see keyboards out of the box here. I've got swipe, and let's see what else I've got right here. Android keyboard, yes, I will take it. It's far better. I shouldn't say it's far better. I just am not one of those people that uses swipe. I'm not good at it. Phonedog.com, boom. And it's loading up right now on Sprint's 4G LTE network, which in the Dallas area, depending on where you're at, is fantastic. In some areas, terrible. In others, fantastic where I live, not so great up in my office. But you got back buttons, stop buttons here, adding buttons. I can add this as a bookmark or something like that. And I can go back and press and hold home to see my tasks. I can remove all of those. I should be able to press and hold. Let's see, that one is task. And let's see if I press and hold menu. See what we need to do to get Google Now running up on this sucker. See if we can get a shortcut. It looks like there's no shortcut down here for Google Now. Nope, no rapid fire buttons or anything like that. Have to take a look at that for the full review. But you can see 5-inch display here. Yes, it's 720p, but overall portrait to landscape pretty fast here. Transitions are decent. And then of course you got your messaging interface here. Looks to be pretty easy to type on. How are you doing? All in all, a pretty stock experience all around. An update to Sprint Zone as well. And again, a stock looking notifications bar here with your shortcut to your settings and then your shortcut to get rid of your notifications. Keep it locked on PhoneDog.com for more. We'll investigate the 13 megapixel camera. We'll investigate the look and feel of this device, the durability, and we'll put it through its paces to see if this is a contender against the HTC One, the Galaxy S4, and other high-end smartphones on Sprint. I want to give special thanks to Sprint for sending us a review unit as well. Always love working with those guys, so thanks you guys for sending us over a review unit. And let me know what you want to see in the review on Twitter at PhoneDog_Aaron. I'm on Facebook as well at Facebook.com/HiAaronBaker. I would love to hear from you through either one of those social networks. Let me know what you want to see. Keep it locked on the site for more on the Sprint Vital, also known as the ZTE Vital. And as always, I'll see you next time.